tour throughout Shamokin. We're going to show them landmarks of what had been there, and we're also, more importantly, showing them projects that we have to consider because we have real issues in this city, but projects that are already in the works also. We've got some good news lately of some big projects that are going to happen in the city of Shamokin. We're going to go show them that, explain to them what's going on, what the funding, where the funding may have come from. So we're going to do a little bit of both, looking at what the problem areas are, but also looking at problem areas that are about to be changed for the city of Shamokin. This was the Schroyer Dress Factory site.
Yes.
In its heyday, this was, I think, 4 stories tall. In its heyday, 600 people working here. But this took up most of the city block, as you can see. We just got this down last year. This was in danger of falling for years. So, and a lot of it did fall. The sides were falling onto the sidewalks. They had streets closed down here. They said if it falls, though, you can count on 2 blocks in either direction also suffering damage. So this was a major problem for a lot of years. We were able to secure a $600,000 grant and get this down. Now we're talking about what the reuse is. Veterans housing is certainly one of the things that are being looked at right now to put up veteran-owned housing. What I like to point out when we're downtown is you look up. Everybody just sort of looks at these first floors, look up, because the architecture in this town is just unbelievable. You'll never ever see it built this way again. But now think hotel and think what they're going to look at across the street. This is what we were going to refer to as the coal hole all the time. This was the coal hole. This was the happening nightclub, certainly through the 80s and 90s. Andy has recently bought it he bought the building now with RCAP funds, looking to develop this back into a hotel. If Rails Trails come to be, also the Rails to Trails probably will spill out right by, this is what we always refer to as the Cameron Bridge, because the Cameron Colliery was on the other side of that bridge. This is the AOAA. This is a huge, major economic development boost for the region. We have 6,000 acres here of abandoned mine lands owned by the county. They repurposed the land for riding trails, walking trails, and we can connect this park and Hazelton with a trail system. So this is all full-size Jeeps, ATVs, and side-by-sides and dirt bikes can all be out here on the grounds. Now we have a public input session here coming up here shortly, and then we'll sit down in smaller groups and break down ideas on what best things we can do. What do the residents of the city want to see in the town in 5 years, 10 years? I think one success leads into another success. We've got a lot of momentum going here in the last couple of years with private individuals stepping up, investing their own dollars, turning housing around, turning buildings around, turning businesses around. So we've had a lot of successes. We do have problems here in the city of Shamokin, just like many of the coal region towns, the steel towns, all face the same problems. But we've got momentum going now. We just want to capture that momentum and make sure that momentum continues.
This is an obvious reason, I think, as to why we had this little exercise added to this workshop. It's all about community. It's all about you all connecting with each other. It's all about you all seeing each other as positive contributors to the development of your own community.
If they could get businesses in here, open it up and all that stuff, knock down all these buildings that are condemned and all that, you'll have a great town again.
If it's tourism, let's do it. Go for it. If it's small businesses downtown, like craft places, ethnic food places, go for it. Factories are a thing of the past.
So we're going to talk about some of the good things that are happening in Shamokin. And we know that there's bad things. We know we still have issues to fix. And I want to be certainly part of the solution however I can.
We
have 2 hotels coming in, we have AOAA, but what are we doing with the youth in this area and keeping the kids in this area and keeping everything involved? I think we need more entertainment. More of the kids are walking around Walmart for a thing to do, and that's not the place. We need to have more outside, family-oriented, maybe a miniature golf.
One idea about increasing community pride. And then on another post-it, an idea about vacant properties. Ideas time. No bad ideas. There are no bad ideas.
Those of us who were born here love this community despite its faults and problems. And there are people who say, oh, we have a drug problem, we have a crime problem here. Well, I think we have the resources, the human resources, and the potential to unlock what's needed to break that cycle.
Well, I belong to SABRE, Shamokin Area Businesses for Economic Revitalization. Ever since I joined SABRE from the very beginning, I just see this positive energy coming out, so many people coming together.
I think the youth play a key role in this whole revitalization effort. They're the people that we want to keep here. So we don't want our kids to, after they go to college or trade school or whatever they do, we want them to live, work, and play here. They know better what they want to see in their town. So to have their involvement and their buy-in I think is key, because they're going to be part of the solution, a big part of the solution, because they're the future of what this city's going to be.
There's a new hope, and I see a new spark, and I'm in it for the ride. And I think it's going to be a terrific time for Shamokin.